Welcome back. This is Watertown 365. We have so much good news. There is news about how the city has a plan in place to connect downtown with the waterfront. There is news about the proposed Stewart shops. There's news about high school sports and softball in particular. And there's news about the Heart Challenge, which drew hundreds of walkers to Jefferson Community College. So let's talk about some of these news stories. Let's jump right into it and see what there is to talk about, starting with that revitalization plan for the riverfront. So the city will finally have a plan in place to connect downtown with the riverfront. This was agreed on Monday night by the city council. They will retain a Saratoga Springs firm to develop a draft plan for Watertown's local waterfront revitalization program. Did you even know that was a thing? That's called LWRP. Let's find out what that is all about. So the city will be eligible for grants to implement the recommendations because there are updates that are needed. There's the Black River, as reviewing here, that was kind of worked on more than a decade ago, and they will be paying $60,000 to put an update together. And so what they are doing here will take 18 months to complete. And it seems like a lot of paperwork and planning because you can't just jump in and start on construction. And so this idea with the riverfront looks like there are changes afoot, but the plans have not exactly come together. But that's interesting, right? There's something they plan on building over there by the waterfront. Now, speaking of building, let's talk about Stewart Shop. The planning board, I guess today the theme is just city planning. How exciting. The planning board will take its turn to examine plans for the proposed Stewart Shop's convenience store on Washington Street. This would replace an existing store at 1226 Washington Street. And there was a hurdle about making a zoning change that they were able to make it. And so here are the technical details. The Ballston Spa Company's engineering firm is figuring out how to incorporate a side door as part of the plans for the project. So it always sounds easy enough, right? Change the zone and build this building, but oh no, that dreaded side door, what the heck do we do? And there's also some minor details. For example, they added dormers and a cupola, and they also reduced the footprint of the store from 3,975 square feet to 3,445, and they decreased the number of fuel pumps on the lot, and they plan on using some of the next door property, 108 Flower Avenue. So many things. But I guess this is a way where you can impress your friends, right? So you drive past this vacant lot, and your friend says, what are they building there? You can say Stewart Shops, but did you know there's an issue with the side door and the gas pumps and the adjacent property? Just many details to be worked out. But if you happen to be over there around 108 Flower Avenue or so, there is just some zoning red tape paperwork that they are trying to clear up so that way they can do some new construction there. So I hope that's useful for you. And whether it was or whether it wasn't, we are moving on to talk about this Heart Challenge, specifically the North Country Heart Challenge. Walkers from across the North Country gathered in person once again for the North Country Heart Challenge on April 30th to boost physical and mental health while supporting a life-saving mission. And here's what they did. They raised $135,000 through the North Country Heart Challenge. Now, if you think this is really cool, here are the details. They did this at Jefferson Community College. Participants could start their walk at any time throughout the morning. Activities included a healthy food drive, healthy demonstrations, children's activities, celebrations of heart disease and stroke survivors, and entertainment. The website is at northcountryheartwalk.com. If this sounds interesting, if you say want to jump in on the next one, I feel like I missed the boat on either participating or donating, northcountryheartwalk.org, because they are still holding fundraising events. There's always new things on the calendar, and there is a Facebook event page where Wanda Minkler and Aaron Fazio are hard at work updating what's happening here. And sometimes when you go to a Facebook event, you can click over onto the person who is setting the event, but I guess we'll just have to stick with the website there, northcountryheartwalk.org. And they'll be doing all kinds of like fundraising and drawing of names throughout June. The winners will be posted on the event page. Now, the North Country's Heart Challenge is the signature event of the American Heart Association's Heart Challenge program, designed to help companies positively impact employees' health and well-being. Again, northcountryheartwalk.org is the place to find out about that interesting and fun activity. Now, in high school sports, Gouverneur downs Watertown High in softball. So I'm not exactly sure what that means technically, but there was, I guess that's good news. That sounds like good news, right? In high school sports, there was some softball game, and the visiting Gouverneur scored in 6 different innings to defeat the Cyclones 9-4. So softball is still happening, sports are still happening, and there is your sports update for you. Now let's talk about 2 local businesses, because to be honest, sports and high school sports and softball goes way over my head, and you see the score and you're like, what does that even mean? So it's there for you to look up that sports score, but let's talk about what you really want to know about, and that is Beiring Jiu-Jitsu and McAvoy Insurance. So what I like to do is pull up the websites for these sorts of establishments. And Beiring Jiu-Jitsu in particular, I always forget their URL. It is BeiringJiu-JitsuNY.com. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu New York strives to create a friendly and safe environment where people of all backgrounds can come together to train, learn, and grow. They attract students who are humble and kind, and who show respect for the class, the art, and for each other. Bullies and show-offs soon find Beiring Jiu-Jitsu is not for them. This is because Beiring Jiu-Jitsu prefers to maintain an atmosphere rather than an egosphere. Beiring Jiu-Jitsu is more than just teammates and training partners. They are family on and off the mat. Come see what Jiu-Jitsu has to offer you. And you can find them at BeiringJiu-JitsuNY.com. The email address is there. The phone number is there. The website is there where you can see the class schedule, the live chat, the new student special, pictures of what the establishment looks like, and fun photos of events and things that you are missing out on by not jumping head first. I don't know if that's a martial arts move, but jumping into Beiring Jiu-Jitsu. And what's even better is there a Facebook page? I thought they had a Facebook page. It's not linked directly on the site. The link doesn't seem to work, but if we we go to Facebook and we go Beiring Jiu-Jitsu, and I believe this is the one. So Beiring Jiu-Jitsu NY, and you can, and I like to just like the page even if I'm not quite ready to look into it, to commit, but maybe you have a child who is that age or will soon be that age, or you have a passing interest. This way you can like the page and see what is happening as far as the recurring events on jiu-jitsu classes. You can find the phone number, and this way it's kind of your way to subscribe to Beiring Jiu-Jitsu's updates, and then later on when the timing is right, you say, I've been seeing their photos all throughout Facebook because I saw them first on the Watertown 365 podcast. Now I'm finally ready to give Beiring Jiu-Jitsu a chance. And speaking of giving things a chance, insurance. People don't like to talk about it. It's scary, but it is important, and you can find out all about it. You can educate yourself at McAvoy riverfrontinsurance.com. They are located at 1613 State Road. Whenever we click in, they say that they have temporarily closed their doors to foot traffic, but that's totally okay because we are in the age of Zoom and online and apps and social media. McAvoyinsurance.com. They have served Jefferson County for more than 50 years. They are local, family-owned insurance brokers for all of your home, auto, and business needs. As an independent insurance, McAvoy can shop the best coverage for the best price to meet your specific needs. McAvoyinsurance.com. And speaking of websites, Watertown 365 is where we want you to go because you are missing out by not going right now to Watertown 365 about a portable wind turbine that's only 3 pounds and fits in your backpack. There is a Watertown man who is sharing his love of building rockets. Jefferson Community College is holding its 58th, can you believe it, 58th spring commencement on Friday, and so much more. That's Watertown 365. And then on Facebook, we are at facebook.com/Watertown 365. We're up to 12,000 fans on the page. We're growing every week. You go here, you click on the like button if you have not already, and this way you can keep up to date about National Dog Rescue Day. You can stay up to date about National Devil's Food Cake Day, and you can stay up to date one more further road about National Visit Your Relatives Day. I love the randomness, in a good way, of these daily reminders. Facebook.com/Watertown365, and Watertown365 is the place to go, and we will speak with you next week when we have more action-packed, exciting details about charity drives, about zoning laws, and about local businesses. So we will see you soon at Watertown 365. Have a wonderful weekend, and bye for now.